Live counter ticking up, so we should now be live, which of course means welcome back to the Storytime Network. Today, we have more Tales of Arise, and I've done some grinding. Both level 12, got some new arts. Iron Mask here has Lightning Thrust, also got Destruction, but I tried that and it was kind of terrible. I think Xion got some new stuff as well. Certainly got Toxicity.
I mean, Destruction is just bad. It's just a bad ability.
Yeah. It was too long of a wind-up is the issue. Like, I tried to use it, but every time I used it, I would just start getting hit before it actually went off. I should probably get one of these. I don't know how often I down enemies is the issue.
Yeah. Can you hear me still?
Jesus Christ, what the fuck is up with your voice?
I don't know.
Okay, that was creepy.
What? What's wrong?
What's happening?
Nothing. Everything's fine now.
What the fuck? That is legitimately unsettling. I should...
I mean, it could be worse.
Right. It could be worse.
I can't focus. I thought I heard a flash of something, but I thought that was just like your internet or audio, but no, it's because you're speaking like a demon.
Yup, no. I found a voice mod.
It's very effective. Also, you may remember there was a giant Zoogle here. Beat that. That was fairly easy.
Oh yeah, that is an easy one to beat. That is an easy one to beat. Relatively.
Yeah. Nah, it wasn't that difficult. I'm not gonna fight them. They're like level 7 and they just don't give enough anyway.
Yeah. I was gonna play around with this for D&D as well. Just because I think it's funny.
Oh no, it absolutely is.
God, could you imagine if just at some point randomly I just turn it on? No reason. Don't even bring it up. Just let it happen.
I feel like if you used it like against an enemy, kind of would probably give you an advantage on an intimidation check.
Oh, 100. Especially the first one that I used.
Yeah.
It's really called Runic Sorceress.
That makes sense. I can see that. Can't remember if we did this one before or not.
It's time to face
We probably
Balsef.
did, but oh well.
Speaking of Balsef, how much would you say you actually know about him?
I've also somewhat
What do you
looked up a
mean?
guide on
He's
how to
just a
beat
lord
Balsef,
that
and
has
it's all
power
about
over
being
Calliope,
cautious.
isn't he?
Yeah,
A lord?
that
He is
tends
far
to be
more
how
than
the Lord fights go.
Balsef
You need to
Erwolf
learn
Keldillis is one of the
it's
5 lords that
like
saved off all of Renan's
a less
society.
reactive Dark Souls where you just need to
Even
learn the
without his
boss.
fire master
Yeah.
core, fighting him won't be easy.
I would say like of the
I've seen that
5,
man butcher who knows
lords,
how many Zoogles, just to
Lord
blow off
4
some
was the
steam.
easiest
Hmm.
for me.
With sheer brawn like his, he can knock you out with one hit. And it's
Lord
practically
3 was the
suicide
most
to go up
fun.
against him when he
Yeah.
has a weapon.
Got it. Watch out for his attacks.
The Lord 1
That's
is
only the beginning.
also was the one I
You
like
can't expect
actually
to beat him by
rocked
attrition.
Hmm.
and
First,
felt like a
he dies,
badass for
then
winning
you look for an
against.
opening. Remember that.
Sounds like our teamwork is really going to be put to the test.
Indeed. Don't screw this up and get us both killed.
I'll try. I make no promises.
You're doing your best. I believe.
Also, full apple
You
gel. Went back to Ulzbeck and bought some more life bottles as well.
Good, I'm glad you did that.
Probably go and buy some now, actually. But I also don't want to go through all the levels again. So I'll only do that if, you know, I fail. Fingers
That's
crossed
fair.
I won't. I also upgraded Iron Mask's weapon, so he should do a little more damage now as well.
Okay.
Fingers crossed, all of this, you know, combining together will stand us in good stead.
You know, as much as, like, Balsef is just a piece of garbage, I love his design, though. His design is pretty dope.
Yeah.
Although, it was pretty impressive of you to deliver it straight into my hands. The Master Core.
You really think we're here to hand it over?
Why, of course not. You see, I'll be taking it back no matter what you say. In any case, this is the end for you. You won't be getting out of here alive.
I can only hope that's not the case.
I love the way, like, they have his eye, like, his eyes shake.
Now die!
Like, that's a weirdly, like, good like a good touch.
Ow.
Keep your accursed crown.
We're here to overthrow you and free the town.
Nicely done.
Here I go.
Right, that was a mistake.
First
I
aid.
owe you one. Try harder. Now.
I see you've gotten better at perfect dodge.
A little bit, yeah. I've just been getting better at the timing more than anything else.
Try harder. My turn. He's like a brick wall.
But he's
That
wide
one was
open
quite
when he's in
lucky,
the
to be
air.
brutally
I'll
honest.
shoot him out of the sky.
Make sure you don't miss.
Nope.
Mega ray.
Nope.
You're mine. It's over.
There. One more.
I think I dodged that.
I think you did. I didn't see any.
Here, let me help.
That one was less good, but
I owe you one. Now.
Think again.
damn, right in the head.
We did it.
Just give it up, Balsef.
Be still. Here I come. You're on. Here I
I
come.
never miss.
Swallow blade. You're mine.
By the
It's
power
over.
Nice, nice. First bar down.
of getting started.
I think we are doing a lot better here.
My turn.
You really are.
It's over.
Not gonna jinx you, but yes,
At the very least, I think I'd use some life bottles by now.
you have.
Here I come.
You did last time.
Yeah. Ow, okay, that was my fault. I got greedy.
An instant.
Strike.
Mega ray. Gemini Ultra.
You're mine.
Flame of fury. Strike.
Take this. Burn in hell.
Let me off.
Take this. Slash.
I do actually quite like that lightning thrust. Oh boy. Gonna do that.
Here I come.
Again, that was my fault.
I never miss.
Alright. Got the apple gel, so might as well use them.
Shia, it's you and me.
And again.
Now.
Consider yourself finished.
Good job. First
Yeah,
half done.
Yeah, that was a lot easier this time around. I don't know whether just because I'm better at the game or, you know, actually doing some damage.
A little bit of A, a little bit of B.
Alphen. 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 Iron Mask.
That is a pretty neat architectural feature. Just having a
Yeah.
staircase descend from the ceiling.
It definitely adds flavor to his style.
Yeah. And then, now we got the big flame avatar thing that I've got to basically just stay away from.
Yes.
Running from a slave, boss?
Again, by this point, I think... I'm not sure if I even had life bottles left when we got to the second phase.
You didn't. The first time you used all of them in the first half.
Yeah. Now they've used like 2 apple gels.
Those 2 levels can do something. Plus actual skill at the game.
Yeah, that helps. That definitely helps. Oh, if only Balsev hadn't moved there.
Yeah, but then you'd have to fight this thing on its own.
Fair, I
Manifested
guess.
astral energy. Not only that, it's alive.
Astral energy? From the spirit vessel? But wait, that was harvested for me. And that energy is supposed to be mine.
Well, you summoned it.
It was the 2 of you. I knew it all along. And you'll pay!
That dramatic just
Flame for
point.
what you did.
Without your spirit vessel or your master core, you're nothing.
Shion, watch out!
Here I go.
Ow. Alright, stay further away.
You in its flames.
I'm just gonna stay over here and let Balsev come to me.
Try harder! Take it! Take it! No!
I'm all
Sword
stuffed up.
rain out!
Alright, that wasn't the best time for you to figure that one out.
That
I'm just gonna be
You
honest.
did learn it. You should add it. I think that's a good one for you.
Might be a good one for this fight, because
should-
it looked like it was ranged.
It's not ranged. It's like thrusts.
Okay.
So it's like quick.
Here I go.
Take this!
You're mine.
Sword rain alpha!
Primed and ready. This one's
See what I mean?
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually.
excited.
Alright, he's gonna swing that thing.
By the power of water.
You're mine!
I'm all stuffed up. Magna ray.
You picked the wrong fight!
I haven't even used that fucking, like, sword flame ability. Again, staying away from that.
Getting ready to attack!
No, Shion, don't go over there! Why are you Why are you getting up close to him?
He did dodge it.
I'm only
For
fighting
somehow.
monsters causing us a lot of trouble.
Let me take a crack at it!
Ready?
Like, Shion, you're the range. You're the range support. Stop running up into his face.
Down you go!
Neon has never met a problem that she couldn't shoot at close range with a gun. God. Neon uses a gun like Ben Beckman uses a gun.
I mean, I did actually try and use, Shion a little bit. I was never that comfortable with it.
You understand why I don't like playing as her.
Yeah. Alright, again. Shion, stop standing right under the fire avatar thing. And, you know, right where Balsev is doing his shit.
We need to stop him.
Mirage! Sword rain alpha! You're mine! Swirl blade! You're finished! You're mine! You're finished!
There we go. First try, baby.
Nicely done. By the way, if you didn't stop him, that's an insta-kill.
Yeah, I had a feeling after I was like, oh, what's he doing? He's charging something up. Oh, that's probably bad. I should get in there with how low his health is.
Yeah, that was an insta-kill.
Yeah, good thing I dodged
Do you
that
not
bullet.
possess the blood of a Renin? Why then would you turn against your own kind? It It's always been the way of the
It's
red and
honestly
for the strongest to
interesting that
survive.
we're playing this now, considering I have been listening to the Imperial Ratchet trilogy.
You
Yes.
traitor!
I'm midway through Ancillary Sword.
Why
What did you think of Ancillary Justice?
I thought it was really interesting. It was a really interestingly done book, and Breck is just such a difference from, you know, most protagonists.
Right?
Oh boy.
Bye.
I think you might be getting a bit of a tan there, Bolsef. But yeah, it was really neat to get those flashbacks to when Breck was, you know,
How do we even...
basically Justice of Torrent and
Sword is made of astral energy as well.
one being and yet not.
Yeah, it's definitely like like what is the nature of a person and what does it mean to be an individual?
Yeah. I can see that Lecky's sort of trying to do something similar with Tasawat. Which again, I didn't see that coming. Obviously, something was up, but I didn't see, you know, what is it, Anaanda Miatnanai?
Yeah,
It's a very long name.
but it's so good. Also, I love the way, like, I love the fact that she didn't use, like he didn't use, like, like, Abrahamic religions as the basis for the faith.
Yeah.
It was very, like, Hinduism, polytheistic, pagan type of vibe.
I mean, there's very little sort of, you know, Western Christian aesthetic in there at all.
Right.
Which is really neat.
Zephyr was right. We did it. We brought down the wall.
Is that Bolsef's nickname?
Iron Mask. Your face is exposed.
Finally, you can eat without drinking through a straw.
Oh boy, solid food!
My name.
Is
Gets to
Master
learn-
Iron.
It would have been really funny if his name was like Masked Iron or some shit.
Yeah.
Huh, Alpha. Weird. No wonder.
I don't know if I should let this play.
Probably not, but we can probably just talk over it a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, what did you think of The Captain by Will White?
Oh, I really enjoyed it. I think it definitely had a slow start, but once the rest of the cast got introduced, it really started to pick up, especially with Ryan. Ryan is
I know.
wonderful.
Ryan just... You understand why I call it, like, I was like, oh, it's the power, it's, what's his face? It's Ethan the Red Power Ranger.
Yeah, no, like, his very first scene, I was like, oh, he is going to be hated by everyone he meets, and it's going to be wonderful.
Yes, and, like, the immediate interaction between him and the Fallen Sword.
Yeah.
Oh,
Again,
Is he
that was a really good dynamic. That works so well. And it works well because it is similar to Yeren and Ethan's, but on a more equal level.
right, like, this is what would happen if Yeren was actually Ethan's equal from
Yeah.
the beginning.
Yeah. Because with Yeren and Ethan, there's always that sense of, you know, Ethan is basically the higher up, the master, and you know, is able to solve anything that Yeren could throw at him. With this, I feel like it'd be a really cool fight, and I'm not sure how it would go. But it's also just really funny that Ryan is powered literally by friendship.
I know, it was like, you motherfuckers. I love it.
That
Also,
is-
follow us. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, and like Fallen Sword just being Gun Yera is just like,
Yeah.
mwah. Yera, but she has guns.
Mm.
Flames. I see.
Uh,
Flames.
I'm so excited. Like
My name.
Omega just being an asshole.
No, Omega was great. I loved them. Just
What
so good.
The rage surging within me.
Travis Baldry
Fueling
is
the
like,
sword.
I imagine he was just going full ham for it.
This twisting fear that
I
clings
like.
to
I'm trying to think of like which character he pulls from.
the melancholic
Like it
voice
sounds like
calling
from Cradle.
out, Who am I?
Oh God,
Was I?
it's probably like. Oh, he's channeling Fury. That's who it is.
Okay. Okay.
Wakey, wakey, sunshine. About time, too.
Do you have
Yeah,
eggs and bakey? I could really use some bakey right now.
week? You mean that whole time I was...
Again, I can't take him
cold?
seriously
Yeah.
with the rabbit ears.
Just as well, too. When you blacked out, you were on your way to becoming a pile of ash.
He's trying to look so serious and it's so undercut.
You healed me?
In case you'd forgotten, we've still got 4 lords to defeat. You dying would have only slowed things down.
What about Balsef's troops?
Also, in the
We've got 'em
audiobook,
ropes.
you'll hear
But
this
you've
when
been
you go
getting
listen to it.
furiously.
But
Most of the
Baldry
remaining
gives
lords either surrendered or fled.
Fallen Sword a
This land
southern, like a
balls
little bit of a
the
southern
catalyst we've been
drawl,
waiting for.
Okay.
Thanks to you, Galagly is finally
and it
free.
works so well.
My gratitude.
It's just like, oh yeah,
You've done it
that's
without you.
Gunslinger. She is the
I just did what
gunslinger.
anyone would have done.
I'm very excited for them to
I'm
get
Matt.
the engineer.
Forgive me.
Oh yeah,
She's-
no,
sounds-
I'm really looking forward
It's
to
good
her.
finally see who I'm speaking to.
He sounds like a very fun,
So,
like
feel
like Bal,
telling us who you used to
Travis
be?
Baldry. I mean, not White. Just watched She-Ra and what's her name? The engineer from the show.
I'm not sure. I've not watched She-Ra.
Memory's still giving you grief.
I mean,
Oh, okay.
the vibe
think-
the vibe I got was Hatsume
Still,
from My
no
Hero.
sense in beating yourself up.
Yes,
Remembered your name.
that's also a good point.
Rest
Yeah.
in time.
But yeah, that
So,
that
what
mad
happens
scientist vibe
No,
of
just everything.
extremely competent, but
We're all
only
being
after like
liberated.
a few
We're
tries
still
have blown up first.
You name it, anything and
Or just,
everything
like-
starts from scratch.
Like not
But enough of that.
not directly
Just woken up.
competent, capable,
You should
but
get a
like
sense of the scale of
oh,
what you've ac- Head over to the
they
gates
can
of
fight
fire.
if they needed to, and
Yeah.
is just nonchalant about the whole thing.
It's a sight too many Danons died only ever seeing in their dreams.
I'm so interested to hear about what
Gates of fire.
I'll be your chaperon.
I'm re-listening to it now, and, like, what's
Remind me to laugh.
Nepo Baby Lyndon tells us about his like 5 lives,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
And it's like, it's Iron Legion first,
Yep.
then it's dealing with the Denis and with Ryan.
Mhm.
There's one in between. I think it's like, then it's the Queen, or that's the 5th, I think. The last one is is like him being the Snake Queen's advisor.
Mm.
And then there's one where it's like a venerated war hero conquers the galaxy, and I'm like, don't make Brian betray everyone, please. I think that does sound like something Ryan, that like is the bad future for Ryan.
Mm.
But I'm
He,
hopeful.
he wants to make friends with the entire universe.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
You have a thing, by the way.
Yep, just saw it.
That blazing swords turned out to be even stronger than I expected. With that much sheer power. elemental
Sorry,
types
I've been
are hardly
watching
concerning. You can
a
bring practically
playthrough
any foe
of
down to
Metal
their
Gear
knees in a
Solid.
flash.
Was it Twin Tails? I think it
Don't count
is.
on me being able to
Whatever,
pull off another
whatever
Gates
the
of
third
Fire.
one is.
That only happened because I had
That's
the help
the
of that
most
spirit
memed
vessel
on.
monster too.
Still,
of,
you did
you know,
defeat Balsef with it,
agree?
which means
Snake
you can
Eater?
also take down the other
Possibly, I
lords.
can't remember
That's
exactly
enough
what the
for
name
me.
is.
Besides, If it
There's
was
a-
any stronger, your body wouldn't be able to handle it. Have you forgotten what happened after we finished off Balsef?
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3
Aren't you
Snake
scared of
Eater.
having that much power inside of you? Even a little?
Why would I be? Power provides
Uh,
opportunity.
I've
You
I've
don't
got one of the
expect me to
videos
simply
up, so
throw
I'll
it
check
away,
once
do you?
once this finishes.
Oh,
But it's
there is a Metal Gear
No, I
Solid,
get
the
it.
Twin Snakes. That's
Good
Metal
as
Gear
to
Solid
have up my
1.
sleeve, that's for sure.
oh,
I'll make the most of it.
I'll check the title
As much as I
once
can
this is
without
done,
becoming
and I can.
tranquil.
But like,
Okay.
it's a very memey one, like
Yes.
full of David Hayter going, "Huh."
Yes, that is Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, Twin Snakes. Twin Snakes. Okay.
Yeah, because it's about liquid and solid.
Hmm.
The names in Metal Gear Solid are just so dumb. Revolver Ocelot.
Yeah, seen him. He got his arm cut off.
Yeah, the games only get worse in terms of just naming conventions. Is this is like a later spoiler, but like it's several games away.
I'm not gonna play Metal Gear, but I just find it funny to watch playthrough sometimes, just see how insane it is. Also, the fact that Snake is just like, I guess we'll probably fight some of those, flirting outrageously with literally every woman he comes across.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I think there's one of those golems here, maybe.
Okay, off we go.
I'm gonna try and avoid the small fry if I can.
What are you supposed to be doing?
Fighting golems, I think. Oh no, that's the.
Mm.
Right, what are the?
Oh, yes. Here's a character in Metal Gear Solid 4, Laughing Octopus,
Jesus Christ.
the Sorrow, Sniper Wolf, Vulcan Raven, Dead Cell, Snake Man. Johnny Sasaki, who is a white man.
Oh, did I miss an owl?
Sometimes you can't. You have to come back for them.
Alright. I don't think I can fast travel here with these enemies around, so. Go back in. Then see if we can go out. Oh, got that one. This one.
So here's something about the captain, and it's I guess spoilers if you haven't read Will White's The Captain, but did Benry die?
Oh!
Cause like I wasn't sure.
I'm honestly not sure. Why am I
But
not...
you understand why why I'm thinking that, right?
Yeah. Sorry, am I gonna have to, like... Can I not fast travel right now?
What do you have to do?
Well, the main quest is go check out the Gates of Fire, but I'm also looking for some of those golem things. But I don't remember where they are.
I think they're in this area.
Right. But again, it's not letting me fast travel, so I guess we're walking like the
I
peasants.
feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone around.
Yeah, I get the hint.
What?
You don't worry about this side quest. You won't be able to finish it until the end of the game.
Alright.
Just like it's
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
What?
Come on. Alfin looks very stylish in his rabbit ears.
I'm not so sure.
I forget what I picked. I think I did something that says money.
Right.
Screw it. We'll go with money.
Sure.
Okay, is he basically gonna pop up in each area we go with new clothes?
No. You just have to come back every so often.
Alright. Because I know there is one
So-
where
It's the chef.
yeah, the chef that pops up every so often.
Yes.
Okay, off we go.
How has Baldry been playing The Last Horizon?
Great. Now I'm
Do you
hooked in.
remember it's like
Ah,
my read on it has been like Murder Dross, but not that voice.
right.
In terms of like the actual voice,
Sword Lane Alpha! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
almost like a Carrie or Safara Natoth.
Okay.
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Oh yeah, good. I thought there was another one here.
Yeah,
Opponent like
but
this should be
that's mostly what I've been reading from him anyway.
Here I come! It's over!
Mega Ray!
Sword Lane Alpha!
Do it!
Oh, those are a lot easier than I
That
thought.
wasn't even a problem.
I hate camping out.
Ooh, a merchant. Alright. We will just sell then. Yeah. Have anything interesting you can craft? Not really. Okay. Ooh. That's new. I think we need to keep... Oh, we've only still got 2 stone fragments. Whatever.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Sure you do. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
I think I've gone the wrong way. Yeah, I have. I shouldn't have come here. Why did I come here? I don't know where I'm going. I had an early shift. I'm tired.
It's okay.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Not to mention,
It's weakened.
I'm probably going to have to do a COVID test tomorrow because parents are both tested positive.
That wasn't even a
And
problem.
my parents have some friends staying, and they've tested positive as well.
I'm sorry. That's never fun.
I've been doing my best to like stay away from them, but it's not always easy.
Yeah.
Rush! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
Here I come! You're on!
Our work is done here.
There we go.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Leave us alone. I don't think I can go anywhere from here. Thank God those Zoogles just decided to roar first. Like idiots. Oh, not this guy, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
No. Wrong guy. This guy. Hey buddy, I have your rocks.
How's this? Very nice. Yes.
Sure.
Jesus Christ, okay, that was a laugh.
That was, huh?
That sure was a laugh.
So different materials produce different weapons, each with their own respective properties.
We should probably move.
Yeah. Alphen.
Yeah.
Hmm?
What?
Oh, something else I've been doing again. I've been reading Locked Tomb fanfiction.
Of course you have.
Look, I just...
I know. I get it. I'm here with you in this. This is a safe space.
I was just really craving it.
This is a safe space, Bill. I understand.
Shion.
3 main ones at the moment.
Why do you keep
One
people at arm's
very
length?
big one where Gideon and Harrow are
You're always
college
trying to wave it
roommates.
off whenever someone's nice
Of
to you.
course.
That was really interesting. That was a really good one.
Like with Tulsa just now.
One
Why
where
couldn't you just accept her gratitude?
Gideon is
Our interests just happen to
an
overlap.
agony aunt for
I don't
queer
want people thinking
relationships
I'm
in a
doing
porn
things to be
mag,
nice, when in reality they
and
benefit both of us. All I care about
Harrow
is that we
lives
hurry up and
with
defeat the lords.
her almost twin sister Nona.
See? That's what I mean.
And there's a meet
You
cute
want
and
to
all that
defeat the
stuff.
lords.
It's
Of
also very
course.
good. And then there's
I may
one
have been
where
skeptical at first, but now
basically all
I really
the
believe you
necromancers are like
If it's like that,
forensic
You
pathologists
still
and all
took the time
that.
to help out those injured Danas,
And
didn't
Gideon
you?
keeps stumbling over dead bodies because
I did
of.
it because
I'm
it was
fairly
necessary and I
sure
got roped into helping out.
Akithare had up
Is that
Dulcie.
the same reason you helped that
Of
kid
course.
in Balsiv's castle? Because it sure didn't look that way
Look,
to me.
it's been saying Dulcinea, but
You've helped me too.
she's been acting
Just
real
my
sus, and I can't
my
trust
dream
Dulcinea
as well.
anymore.
Even though I can't feel pain.
If
the
Kithure
injuries
hasn't
I get from
appeared
using
first, I
blazing
can't
swords
trust
would probably
Dulcinea.
kill me. That thought alone should be terrifying.
As much as I love
But I
Dulcie
know
as a
you'll
character,
always be
though,
there by my side.
I understand. I
Like a
agree
human.
100%.
No, I love
because of
Dulcie
you
as
that
well,
revealed
but
the
the fact
blazing
is, if
sword.
again, if Kithure hasn't appeared, you've got
close
even
it on me
odds
like
that,
that?
you know, it's not actually Dulcie.
If you get
You
any
really
closer,
have to.
you're going to set off my thorns, you know.
It's just wisdom at this point.
You were?
Like, she was talking with Gideon, and it's like, oh, cool, it's Dulcie. I'm not sure exactly if it's Kithure or not. And then she used the I feel like I've been alive for a myriad line. I'm like, oh god, oh no, this is bad. That's a bad line. That's a red flag line.
It really is.
I
I'm just
definitely
glad that you were
can't
the
trust
one
you
holding up
now.
with the Master Core.
There's too much.
Thank you, Shion,
Too much of a chance
for
that
everything.
you're the serial killer and you're trying to frame Gideon and
Now let's go check out those gates of fire.
Something rings of fire.
Really? I swear.
burning,
Keep that
flaming,
for the
great balls of fire.
Something like that.
Right, is this the right way? I think it is. Yes. Is it? I have no idea where the fuck I'm going.
You're trying to go to... Yep.
Trying to go to Trench of Flames, but is that through the Cave of Solitude?
So go... Look at the map for Kurt Garrison.
There's Mosgol.
Yep. Okay. Do you want to go to the Trench of Flames? See that map?
Right, it's a lift. Is there a lift here? No.
Go to...
Ah, it might be here. Might be there.
Yep, that's the lift. Yep, that's
Okay.
the lift.
Okay. It's been a while since we actually went to the castle.
Okay.
Yeah, you were just
Off we
in
go.
the castle.
Alright, more Zoogles.
I don't see any soldiers or their pet Zoogles. Just strays roaming around.
They must have split once Balsef kicked the bucket and they had nobody left to obey.
Oh, the one with the college roommates as well. Jod is the worst.
Of course he is. Of fucking course he is.
Because again, he's trying to pull his whole, hip young person thing while also being a cult leader.
Of course. Fucking course he is.
And it's so cringy. He has unfortunately ruined That's What She Said for Gideon. Not the L? No, that's base. There's
I'll
the
never
L.
forgive him.
There's also a content warning whenever Yanthe shows up.
Of course.
She
Yes,
is
of course.
also the worst, but sometimes it's, put to good use. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I was stuck on the rail tracks. They don't seem very flamey anymore.
That monster that appeared from the spirit vessel, and the power inside the blazing sword, they're both born of the same thing.
Why do you keep drawing it when you
It's all
know it just
astral
starts
energy
burning your
harvested from
flesh?
the souls of dying
He
Danes.
doesn't feel it.
I know, but he has to
so.
know that it's happening. He didn't need to do that.
And it was the Danans who gave their lives for today.
Love is flame retardant, I think.
After all this time, is what finally destroyed Balsef and his wall.
Like, he could have done the dramatic point without,
By the way,
drawing it
What
and
happened to all
burning
the
his
energy they
hand.
released?
No,
It's
no, he
dispersing
has to
and
do it
spreading
this way.
across Dana as we speak, finding its way back to where it belongs.
And all the energy the Renans have harvested? Where does that go? Once Sovereigns decided, I mean. I'd wager they don't give it back, right?
Why would they?
What? Can't tell the Danon that? Or about why you want to kill all the lords?
Oh, like you don't have anything to hide? The blazing sword. It's powered by the burning astral energy of the Master Core I possess. So why don't you explain how it manifested into the shape of that beast, Just how did you manage that?
Weren't you just getting along while we were talking
How am I
over you?
supposed to know? My memory's a complete blank.
They are a tsundere.
Fine, be that way. It's not like we ever trusted each other any.
The baka.
Hello, new person.
She's still not awake?
Not yet. Her injuries aren't serious, but she's severely weakened. Must have been quite a fight.
There's nothing we can give her?
If only. What with the beatings we've taken lately, we're barely getting by on the little provisions we have as it is.
That bad, huh? If there are no supplies here, then... That's it. We need Doc.
Doc? The same Doc that took care of you?
Yeah, he's back in Mosgul. If anyone can help us, it's him.
In that case, would you mind
So
asking
funny
for
to
us?
me.
I'd go myself, but I'm tied up here for now.
Not a problem. Leave it to me.
I mean, clearly we've got to go ask him what's up.
Clearly.
I wonder what that girl's deal is. Never imagined anyone would ever come from outside the walls of Calaglia.
It's really not that big of a deal.
I was going to say,
There
you
are
know
more realms
the
out there
world's
than just
bigger than this
Calaglia, you know.
one place, right?
Maybe it's
Yeah,
not
but
as
they had a
known to
giant
you,
wall.
But I've been behind those walls for as long as I can remember.
Did they make the
Of course,
Danans
I
pay
knew
for
there
it?
was more out there. But it sure didn't feel like it when unscalable
Yes?
walls were trapping you in.
I hate to burst your bubble, but the rest of Dana isn't much better. The world's full of lords who are just as bad as Balsef.
I know. That girl must have had her reasons for coming over to our territory. Even so, it's nice to see there really is life beyond the walls of Calaglia. It might not mean much to
I mean,
you,
that's also
but that's reason
kind of
enough
the
for me to be
point with,
happy.
like, you know, like, if you're going to enslave a population, you, like, one of the best ways to maintain control is to very much limit their access to the outside,
Mm.
right? That's kind of, like, by encapsulating them, you remove any sense of, like, what does it look like to be on the other side of whatever it is they're doing, right?
Okay, off we go.
Like, I mean, that's kind of what the whole thing with cults is, right? Is like, or even just with what's his face, with John, right? Like, he removes Iante and Harrow's access to the outside world, cuts them off from everything they've ever known, and then slowly but surely brainwashes them into serving him. To the point where, like, they don't know what, like, they don't know how to exist outside of him,
Yeah.
or outside of being in relation to him.
What could this be?
Makes him the only one they can rely on.
Right, like that, and that's just Hope 101.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, that's not even necessarily Cult 101, that's just, you know, keeping control over somebody 101.
So quiet.
Right.
It's
From now
not
on,
just
no
cults,
one is going to be
it's
whipped and killed here ever again.
you know, it's abusive people in general.
Right, exactly. So, not shocking that,
Hey
like,
there, Doc. Who are you?
like, this is all, like, and I mean, you even see that with, like, you know,
It's
the
me.
way,
Iron Mask.
not to do any, like, not to bring
These days,
politics
I go
into
by
this, but,
Alpha.
like, real world, but,
I
like,
finally remembered my
that's
name.
kind of the whole point with the way the Republican Party
I heard that
deals
was
with
the guy who
education.
brought
Is like,
down Balsef.
you want to remove any access, you know, people have to the outside world or outside of their own
Wait,
personal
You're
lived
telling me
experiences,
you're the liberator of
so that can
Calaglia?
be controlled more
Our
thoroughly,
own
and then they
Iron
can be
Mask?
told whatever it is
Of all
they
the
want
people.
out about the outside world.
I mean, that to a certain extent is also about you know, keeping the population unthinking.
I
Right.
told you, I'm Alpha now.
You know, if
I
they
didn't overthrow Balsef alone.
again, you know, go back to Russia, early 20th century. Obviously, you've got Lenin and the Marxists wanting this revolution that Marx had predicted to, bring about the fall of capitalism and the rise of communism. But outside of the city, all you had were cities, and, Russia is a big place. There were a lot of people outside of the cities. All you had were uneducated peasants who all they knew was the Tsar and religion.
Even so,
And they were
that's
very
no small
intertwined.
feat you've accomplished. And you
Right.
managed to get your face back too.
I mean, that's, again, you go to what John did. Not only did he set himself up as a leader, he set himself up as a god.
That
Right.
woman with
Somebody
Brennan?
to be worshipped.
Exactly. Oh my! You should. There's a series
you
on
know about her?
Hulu. It's from former.
Only
They're
what
they're
I've
people
heard from
formerly
rumors.
from
I
BuzzFeed,
wasn't sure I believed
Um,
it, but now I suppose
but it's
I must.
essentially these two people
Doc, she
like talking about the history of various cults.
You sure you should be saying that to
Both
a
in
Renan?
like mainly United States
I'm
cults,
not saying
but
it to any old
ones that have had
I'm saying it to you,
that have either had
lady.
major historical significance in the United States or ones that have
I
reached
only helped because it
worldwide.
was in my interests as well.
Is there an episode on Scientology?
Of course.
No, they
I
actually
would
haven't done
imagine as much.
Scientology yet.
But that
They've
doesn't
done the
change
Children of
end
God
result.
though.
The two of you defeated Bolsef, and now all of us are free. That is a fact.
And like one of the first ones they did was like
Doc.
I should
Waco,
be the one thanking you.
um,
I'll never be able to repay
the
what you two
Kool-Aid.
have done.
like the cult that gave us the phrase "Don't drink the Kool-Aid."
Hmm.
Anyway, I'm guessing you didn't come here just to catch up.
Right. We need your advice. We found a girl who's collapsed from exhaustion, and she needs medicine. Do you know anything that could help?
If she's that weak, she may need a nutritional boost. The herbs I have here won't be enough. Oh, have you tried searching Kirt Garrison?
Oh man, I was just there.
No. We passed it on our way here, but
With all the Renan soldiers gone, that place should be empty now. If we're lucky, maybe they left something you can use.
good idea. We'll take a look. Kirt Garrison. If I'm not mistaken, that's located
Right.
off to the side of the railroad tracks.
Wherever it is, just make it quick. You look happy.
Do I? I guess I am. Getting thanked for everything by someone I actually know? It made it really hit home that we made a difference.
That guy's a strange one, though.
Doc? I don't think he's that odd.
He is, though. He thanked me, a Renan, for helping, despite everything my people have put him through over the years. He's free now. He doesn't have to act nice around my kind.
Oh, going back to Imperial Ratch for a second. That is a dizzying array of accents in that series.
He's not acting.
Yes.
He means it. And like he said before,
Like I
he
was,
thanking you as an individual, Shion, not just some Renan.
I didn't immediately get it, but once I actually thought about it and the fact that the Ratch Eye have been going around annexing all sorts of different worlds, it does actually make sense. There are so many different accents
Would you have
rather than
preferred
just,
to yell
rather than
through
just
rocks at
one
you?
solid. All right, this is the Ratchet Eye accent.
I'm not saying
Right.
that. It's just hard for me to understand him.
Okay, off we go.
Guess probably that. I'm just gonna fire them and get it out of the way.
Out of our way!
Swallow blade! Sword rain alpha! I'm not done! Slide!
Our work is done here.
Those are really not much of
I'm
a
right behind
not much
you,
of a
Shion.
challenge anymore. This is the guardhouse, right? Yeah. Got some scrap meat. Sure, that'll be very healthy. Was that not the guardhouse?
Gotta break through. Take this. Swallow blade. Sword Rain Alpha. You're finished.
This could be useful.
Oh, right. Cool.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Fly. Be still. Here I come. Mirage. You're finished.
I'm curious to hear what you have to say about like
We're in
the way
deep
the
war.
series ends in the third book.
Okay.
Because Lord and I have talked about this, and we both we both like where it ends, but we're also like, this is an interesting place to end it.
I mean, is...
Let's dispose of the trash.
It's over.
I mean, as it is now, I mean, you know, midway through book 2, and we're not even really into, you know, the open warfare that's gonna result between the two Anna and Miatna eyes. So, I'm not expecting to.
That was such a good. That was such a good reveal.
Great. Now I'm hurt and dirty.
That was such a good reveal, though.
What could this be?
No, I mean, I've liked pretty much everything I've gotten from the series so far. I saw online that some people
I won't forgive you.
weren't a massive fan of like the direction the books took after the first one, and it becoming more of a general military focus. But I've honestly been
Sometimes you
enjoying
just-
it.
Like, a good space opera is hard to find these days,
Mm,
and this is a good space opera.
yeah. I don't know where I'm going. It says find medicine in the Kid Garrison Guard House.
Do you
but-
see that? Do you see that little area in the center where your cursor is?
Yeah.
Go there.
I
It's highlighted.
I thought I went there. Not searched thoroughly enough. So I did think that was the place, but then I didn't like find anything.
I won't forgive you.
Swallow blade. Lightning thrust. It's over. Next.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking.
Cut them apart to your heart's content. Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Am I in the right place? Yeah. Oh, there.
Think this is it?
How would I know?
It matches the description we were given, at least. No use standing around here hemming and hawing. Let's take it back and see.
I hope you're right.
There you go.
There's no way I'm coming all the way back here.
Just to be safe, I think before we head back to Ulzebek, we should maybe have Doc double-check this is the right stuff.
All right, but let's make it quick.
That seems like needlessly convoluted to make us go all the way back to Mosgul just to check the medicine. Are there not doctors at Ulzebek?
No.
Then shouldn't we be bringing Doc back with us?
No, that would be too easy.
I mean, I'm sure Alphen can give him a piggyback.
Did you find anything useful?
We think this might work, but we wanted you to take a look at it first.
Let's see.
So when we go, oh, thank God you
this'll
came to
work.
me. This is
I'd
poison.
hurry over and give it to the girl right away.
You didn't take any, did you? Well, I kind of got hurt after the last fight.
Right. Then we'll do that now.
Ooh.
Well, I'm glad I got to see your face before you died.
Say, Iron Mask. No, sorry. It's Alphen now, right? Are you and that young woman planning to stick together moving forward?
Yeah, I think so.
I see. You know, I think things just might be starting to change.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure of that myself, but I feel like after being stalled for a long time, the gears of progress are finally starting to turn again. I imagine people are going to have things to say about the two of you, but you simply keep doing what you feel is right. If you ever get tired and need to rest, feel free to come back here. Until then, take care of yourself.
Thanks, Doc.
Right, we can't fast travel. Why can't we fast travel?
Because God hates you.
You mean Jod hates me?
Yes. Same. That's what I said, isn't it?
Okay, off we go.
I can't stop thinking about how Jod is the worst in that fic I mentioned. And
I mean, he's the worst in general.
yeah. But the difference is here he has no power, and so it's clear how, like, pathetically terrible he actually is.
Yeah.
Is this what you asked for?
Perfect. That'll do nicely. I had a feeling you'd come through for us. With this, the little one should be right as rain in no time.
The little one?
I didn't think she was that small.
I can't believe it. Not often we get visitors from Cislodia around here.
Cislodia?
Calaglia's neighbor. One of the 5 realms. What with that wall in the way, I guess it's not surprising. But I've never actually met someone from the outside world before.
Did they all
Up
dress
till
like
now,
that?
The only time the gates ever opened was to let Renan convoy units in and out.
No one ever thought to stow away and hitch a ride out?
This place might be a living hell, but when next door is a living hell too, you start thinking it doesn't matter much one way or the other.
So you're
Fair.
Well, and you're with the Cislodian resistance known as the Silver Swords. Your organization sent a group of you to establish contact, but you're the only one who made it through. That sound about right?
Yeah, so it is 4.
Lately, our people's oppression has become more and more severe.
I feel like she should
When we
have
heard rumors
glasses.
that you had staged a successful rebellion in
I agree.
Colombia,
That's what I gave her,
we
too.
hoped
Yeah.
that maybe you could help us.
News sure gets around quickly, huh?
If you ask me, it's awfully convenient she just happened to show up now. Certainly raises a lot of red flags.
Do you not want to
Please,
talk
I
a
swear
little
it's
bit
true.
quieter so she
My
can't
people are
hear you,
dying.
dude?
I risked my life trying to get here so I could find help.
It's okay. You did well. We'll take it from here.
Hold on, Zephyr. You're not really thinking...
We'll join her. Alphen, start getting ready. I let you use the blazing sword, and we work together to overthrow the lords. That was the deal, remember?
Wait, is that a Renan? What is this?
Take it easy. It's complicated, but she's on our side. She helped to find some medicine for you.
She did? But no, she's a... I can't believe it.
The Renans from other realms could attack at
She's
any
my
time.
mother.
That's for you all to worry about. I've got bigger fish to fry.
That sword of Alphen's is our best
She
weapon.
looks
We
exactly
can't
like
just go
my
lending it to
sister,
other lands.
who
Even
died
if you
20
keep it
years
here, the blade's
ago.
as good as useless without me on board.
And what makes you think I can't persuade you, Bright
Oh,
Eyes?
don't do this, dude.
What
It's not
makes
going to
you
end well
think
for you.
can? Last I checked, you couldn't even touch me.
Enough.
You're getting kneed in the balls with thorns? I don't
What do
advise
you
it.
wanna do?
I know all too well the hardships the slaves of this realm had to endure. That's why I took up the sword. To help them. If Danans are being oppressed in other realms, then I have to help them too.
Nath has a point. We can't discount the possibility of further attacks, but now our struggle has grown. It's become much larger than just liberating the people of Calaglia.
We can't be in two places at once, Zephyr.
True, which means we're limited in our options. We play this the same way we did with Balsef.
Kicking him in the balls?
Over and over. It was a really effective strategy, you know.
I have a bad
Hopefully that
feeling
strategy
about
doesn't
this.
get out.
You and
It'd
me
be
both,
bad if the
but
other
it's
lords
too late
started
for
wearing
regrets.
cups.
Jeez,
Or didn't
really?
have balls.
You don't say.
Mm.
So, you're really going, huh? Just the four of you?
Afraid so. Look after the place while we're away.
Always the smooth talker. We'll do what we can to hold down the fort.
We've got the Renans to keep us busy.
Good luck. Just remember,
Yeah, don't go killing anyone without good reason, I get it. I'm not about to repeat what they did.
let's move, people.
Glasses and a hat, that's what Rinwell needs.
Yes.
Do you think we'll really be able to wipe the Renans off the face of Dana?
Who said anything about doing that?
But we have to in order to survive. Don't we?
Like, either you know, stereotypically witchy hat, or one of those tiny little top hats.
Win this fight. Do you really think we should go around killing every last Renan?
But what else are we supposed to do?
I've been killing so many
Say we go
Renans.
around killing
We're just supposed to
so they'll
stop?
kill us first. In turn, that'll just make more and more of them want to kill us. Where does it end once you enter
Wait,
such
how
a
many
vicious
have you
cycle?
killed, Alfred?
Is that why you told
Uh,
us to kill the Renans
Look,
without
I
a
had to
reason?
get real
I'm
experience
not
to
saying we
actually
should
beat
forgive and forget
Balsef.
what they've done to us. But we
Oh
can't let
no.
ourselves be dragged
Alfred,
down
I
by
think
our
you
own
may be a
hatred.
war criminal.
Hatred comes in many forms. There's no one solution that will work in every situation.
Also,
We have to
I'm
keep
fairly
searching for
sure
new
the local
ones if we're
Zoogle
going to
population is going to
survive.
need some time to recover.
It's a lifelong journey, finding the
God
answers.
damn it, Alfred.
That goes for you too. You have to come up with your own answers.
Also, I've been picking everything I find. I'm not sure how, like... Not sure how
Oh,
much is
in-
growing
Why do you
anymore.
keep fighting?
What do you mean?
Alfred, I think you've destroyed
Until
the
I met you and the
ecosystem.
Crimson Crows, all the Danans I ever knew just accepted their lot in life as
Amazing how the
slaves.
ecosystem got worse once we
Hell, I was
turned
like
the
that.
fire off.
But all of you in the Resistance are different.
It's almost like they evolved
Even
this
when
way.
you have no hope of winning, you keep on fighting. Why is that?
Come on. That's an easy one. I just refuse to live life as a slave. That's all.
Better to die fighting for freedom than to live as a slave, huh?
Let me ask you a question, Alvin. What does it mean to you to not be a slave any longer?
I guess it means living a life not being ruled by the Renans, right?
But what about the Danans who died standing up to the Renans? Are they still slaves? Would they be truly
Yes.
free if all they did was follow my orders and die without knowing what it was they were doing?
But that's...
Being a slave isn't just a position. It's also a state of mind. Don't become my slave, Alphen.
But I wanted to. Whip me, Daddy.
Alright, you beat me to it with the daddy bit.
Alright.
No, it's fine. As I said, if you didn't say it, I would have.
I feel like Jack would hate us.
Don't go charging off like that!
We turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Guess we gotta roll with it. How's this?
No escape!
Everything's coming up, Zephyr.
Zephyr, did you actually do anything in that fight?
Yeah, one that belongs to a different lord than Balsef.
Right. That makes sense. You said there were 5 of them in all, right?
Right. We've still got a lot of work ahead of us.
Well, time to swim there. Boo. Don't let me fall to my death. Oh. So this is the second time Zephyr has joined the party. When do we actually get to play as him?
Ringo, right? It's nice
I
to
don't
meet
know.
you.
It's weird.
Does that
Like-
little white animal follow you everywhere?
I feel like you would have
He's
already
not a
been
little
able
white
to.
animal. His name's Hoodle, and he's a baby owl. And he's the only friend I have.
Rude. Kinda saved your life.
Normally I don't pick on the weak.
Swallow blade! It's over!
Come on, you're so great. On to the next.
Roger that.
Show me what you can do, kiddo.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Pathetic.
And I feel like Zephyr's barely having a chance to actually do anything in these fights.
We turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Just sort of running around blindly, hoping to get a hit in.
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Honestly, I think even alone, you'd have very few problems with them.
What's got you so worked up, Hoodle?
Oh no!
Is that?
Watch out! They know we're here.
Flying Zoogles, huh? This is going to get interesting.
They're nothing I haven't seen before.
Shion!
I'll shoot them down, you finish them off. Got it?
We've fought them before.
Knock a flying enemy out of the sky, and it's as good as done.
Right. See what I can do.
Oh no, how that fight was really difficult.
What
Had to
was it those
knock them
Zoogles
out
were
of the
attacking
air.
just now? Is that?
That's a fat little owl.
What?
It's nothing.
I only helped because it was convenient. We couldn't have moved forward without clearing out those
Can you
Zoogles.
just drop the attitude?
I don't know what's got you ticked off at me this time, but I suggest you keep your hands away from me.
No one asked you to help.
Rinwell, she healed its wounds. She's not trying to hurt it.
How can you be so...
Disapproving dad stare. That is a substantial size difference.
They look like they're talking to each other.
He's probably happy to see another owl. I don't think Hoodle's ever met one before. He might have been wondering if he was the only one. Oh,
Oh, you should hear some of the owl voices. They're great.
you just barely got to say hi.
At least we know it's out there. I'm sure we'll run into it again somewhere.
I've just remembered something from this game.
I'm sure we will.
The Land of the
Right,
Owls.
Hoodle?
That's gonna be an experience, I'm sure.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Right, pick that up. Oop.
I'm always impressed how good of a shot you are, Shion.
What do you mean?
Just
I mean, you've only got one eye.
Things with all my might. By comparison, your way.
Yeah, you're a real
How do I put it?
Soga King.
Precise.
It's not like I'm that good of a... Look, that's just how it is with guns. If you miss, it's a wasted bullet you can't get back.
Really?
Is
I've
that
never
why
seen you
you're always aiming to
reload.
exploit enemies' weak spots?
I wouldn't say every shot is that deliberate, but that is part of it. For example, if I see a flying enemy, I'll often go for their wings. Also, if I see a jumping enemy without wings, I know they're an easy target because they can't get out of the way while in the air. In your case, I bet it's easier for you to deal with enemies that stay on the ground, right?
Definitely. Things that can fly circles around me are a real pain to deal with.
Alphen, you can jump and maneuver
It's
in
important to
mid-air.
keep
It's
your
not
enemy's
that
movements in
difficult.
check.
True. Although your shots have the added benefit of stunning enemies, so it's easier to swipe materials from them. It's really helped out.
It's nothing, really. As long as you keep doing your part when we fight, I'd say we're even. I hate camping out.
Oh, sorry, we're gonna camp out. Even though we probably don't need to.
What are you staring for?
Do all Danon fighters look like you?
What, this getup? I pulled this number together from scrap and parts I salvaged throughout the years. Though now I'm feeling self-conscious, seeing how put together you seem to be.
Oh no, I was just curious. Did you fortify your right side more because that's your dominant side?
Go to reminisce for a second.
Partly, but mostly because my body's a little worse for wear
You missed.
after all
Yep,
these
there it
years
is.
fighting.
That makes sense.
So
You
take
can always
extra
see-
care to protect
you
your
knew about
dominant
this,
side
right?
with more
Yeah.
armor.
Okay.
Smart.
Oh, it's
Is
two.
fighting all you think about?
No.
I swear you can't walk 5 steps without tripping on a Zoogle. This is getting old.
Yeah, but wasn't it you Renans who brought the Zoogles here from Rena in the first place?
They're not just ordinary animals from Rena. Each of them has been modified to suit a particular purpose.
What was the insect
In
one?
fact, some
Yeah.
Zoogles were originally derived from the animals on Dana. Or so I've heard.
What? You Renans couldn't stop at just the people of this planet? You had to screw with
Yeah,
our
maybe that was a
nature
bad
too?
thing to bring
You
up.
can get angry all you want, but we have bigger fish to fry. So, are you going to work with me or not?
Like those fish zoogles.
I will. It's in both of our own interests.
And then this one.
Why am I here?
Would it kill you to be a little more friendly?
I don't see how that's
Yes,
necessary.
actually.
Look, for the time being at least, we're working together. You don't have to make this harder than it already is.
In case you
I actually think it
forgot,
might kill
the two of
Shion
us
to
may
be
working
nicer.
together, but the only reason we're even teamed up right now is because our interests happen to overlap. Otherwise,
It'll
why
at
in
the very
world
least
would I be
make her
working
very
with a demon
sick.
Slave like
I am not a slave. I'm not a slave anymore. Not since I chose to fight. I've left that life behind, and I'm better for it. Understand?
Poor choice,
Sorry
Shion.
for yelling.
Are you though?
Please, don't call me that ever again.
You know, there's
Okay.
some symmetry to how Alphen's mask is broken and we've covered up
Okay.
Shion's left eye.
Yeah. Oh.
This should definitely keep you guys full.
I think we've rested long enough. Let's keep...
Oh, perfect. Glasses.
I'm surprised there are owls here, too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
You literally just saw them.
I don't think he knows that.
Oh boy, those are goofier than I thought. Those are a lot goofier.
They are goofy.
I'm honestly tempted.
Do what you must.
No, this is better. This is better. Let him go blind once more.
It is the way.
Okay, they look a lot better on somebody not wearing a fucking mask. I'm somewhat concerned they're gonna start moving.
I take it we're heading through here then?
Everything all right, Zephyr?
Yeah, it's nothing.
What is that? A ring?
It was my wife's.
Your wife? You never mentioned anything about being married.
That's surprising?
You said was. So then, is she gone? Was it the
What do you
Renans?
think? Context clues, Renwell. Context
sick.
clues.
I couldn't get her the medicine she needed, and then she was gone. I'd always wanted to show her the
Oh
world
no,
as it
she's
could
perfectly
be.
fine. She just doesn't like wearing the ring.
Sorry.
So I decided to wear it.
Don't be. There are plenty of people out there more deserving of your sympathy than me.
But
Let's go.
What is this place anyway? What's with these columns and steps?
No idea. I've never been here before either.
Sorry,
Well,
I've just
some of
remembered
those
another
squads
detail
probably
from the
used it in
college
the
roommate
past.
Lock Tomb
I
fanfic.
guess.
Okay.
I've seen better days.
Ordus and
You wouldn't know
Professor
anything, would you,
Laus
Sion?
were in a
No.
relationship,
And I'm not
and then they
interested in
added
warming either.
they added a column to make it a thruple.
actually,
Of course
these are
they
dead
did.
in ruins.
Fucking course.
See? You can tell by the way the columns are decorated and stuff.
Because they were
They're
like,
all old
"Oh,
timey
Ordus is
designs.
dating somebody." I was like, "Huh, I wonder
Are
who
you
it is.
saying these
Who
things
out
were
of the
built
cast?" And
more
then
than
Professor Laus
300
just comes
years
out
ago,
like,
then?
"Right, yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense."
I
God
have
damn
no
it.
idea
This
what they were used
this
for,
this
though.
crap.
Yeah.
It's amazing to think our ancestors were capable of making such structures. Hopefully there'll come a time when us Danans will be able to walk through here freely again.
That's exactly what you're fighting for, isn't it? Let's keep moving.
Yeah. Right.
I have a dream that those dirty Renans will go kill themselves.
Oh boy. New
Thumbs
enemy.
over at Shion. Shion, what was the purpose of these?
Stay away from its toxins.
Funnily enough, Zephyr, I had figured that one out.
What's wrong? Nothing. Focus on the fight. You're mine. You picked the wrong. I'm sure I can put this to use.
Damn it! I knew one of them. I knew they'd come awake at some point.
You're finished. Don't go charging off like that. Take aim and blast it out of the sky.
Oh, the gargoyles? Yeah.
No, I knew they were gonna come, start moving at some point.
imagine there were Zeugles out there that could pretend to be statues.
That's because Zeugles don't come from nature.
As I said, as soon as I saw them, I was like, they're gonna come alive at some point. I just know it. There's no reason to make them that detailed if they aren't gonna come alive at some point.
It must be the cold air sweeping in from Cyslodia. It's the polar opposite of Calaglia, so I'd get used to it if I were you.
Is the little guy okay?
I honestly can't see right now,
Don't
so
worry
I'm
about
just
Pluto.
sort of
He's from
curious.
Cyslodia. Probably just nerves is all. He's not really used to being around other people this much.
Rinwell, how about filling them in on what to expect from Cyslodia?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Well, for starters, nobody trusts nobody.
Come again?
Just like I said. You never know when snake eyes are watching you.
That's what they call their lord's henchmen, apparently.
Their official title is the Bureau of Civil Observation.
What did we call
They've got
Bolsef's
ponies undercover everywhere,
soldiers?
observing us at all times.
Assholes?
Bolsef's ball boys.
Renin surveillance was an everyday part of life in Calaglia.
Difference is, in Cyslodia, it's not just Renins. They've got Danans spying on each other, too. Or in other words, there's the Snake Eyes themselves, plus all their small-time informants. All it takes is someone squealing on you, and it's straight to labor camp. No questions asked, no goodbyes. Of course, informers are rewarded handsomely for their deceit. Everyone's always got one eye open, waiting for the moment to inform on someone before being tattled on first.
Hence the not trusting one another, huh? In that case, what do you think they'll make of us?
We're not the most, subtle of
Hard to
groups.
say. Although, not being from Cyslodia will probably help, honestly.
More trustful of outsiders.
What about the
than
mask
even
and the
your own
rabbit is?
people.
Is that going to help as well?
Why go along with it, though? Why doesn't anyone take a stand?
Not everyone is strong enough to stand, Alphen. That's why the world needs people like us.
Yeah, don't worry about swimming in the freezing cold water, Shion. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
I'll take you all on. You're mine! You're finished!
I'm only
When you
getting
take it! Had it coming! You're on! Talent sword! Touch cannon!
This one's gonna be tough. I feel kind of funny.
Yeah, you're looking funny too.
Right. I should probably do something about that.
Great! On to the next!
Roger that.
When you show me what you can do, kiddo!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Let's
Do it! Cut them apart to your heart's content.
I'm sure I can put this to use. Normally I don't pick on the weak.
I never miss.
You're finished! Already through! Now it's see ya! Talent mirage! Here I come! You're finished! It's on! Sword Ring Alpha! You picked the wrong fight! See ya!
Do it! This ends
Oh, it's been a while since I got to do one of these.
Yeah.
Look at that, it ended the fight.
That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
I don't know. That sword doesn't look that heavy.
Get lost!
Take this!
It's over! I'm only getting
Running
started!
through! See ya! Talon Storm!
Take this! Go! It's over!
Damn it!
What's wrong?
Nothing. Focus on the fight. Talon Storm! Here I come! Cannon! Swallow blade! Be still! You're mine!
Do it!
So I've just finished playing through Titanfall 2. Excellent game.
Okay, that's good.
I knew I would like it. It's
Your
just
flames and my technique.
I had meant to
We're
play
stronger
it
together
and
than
never
we
got
are
around
apart.
to it.
Hmm. So what is it? An FPS?
Yeah, so it's an FPS. It's a like mobility FPS. Is the best way to describe it.
Okay.
Save you from me!
So like you can do parkour and shit.
Okay.
I've got this!
Like you can do wall runs and like it's all about keeping momentum. And there's mechs in it.
Certainly sounds more
But you
interesting
know,
than your
mechs.
yeah. Certainly sounds more interesting than your regular Oh, we haven't taken
In
any
your garden
damage.
variety like
FPS,
COD and like
yeah.
other stuff. I mean that's kind of what I was talking about with Tofu in in our Discord channel. Just like it it knows what it is and like doesn't hide from it.
Yeah.
And also really leans into the fact that it's one of these. And isn't mad about it. Like also the story is essentially a buddy cop.
Okay.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes.
Like you're essentially doing a buddy cop drama.
And not one of the,
This ends
offensive 80s ones.
No, exactly. It's like there's been a recent stint of games that have like, they're part of their gimmick is that they're disingenuous. Like they're too snarky for their own good.
Yeah.
It's refreshing to play a game that doesn't do that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get lost!
I mean, I really like Snarky, and even, I get tired of just how constant it is sometimes.
Exactly. But like, do you know how like you've heard about like Forspoken, right?
Yes.
Continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady.
And the complaints leveled against that.
Yeah.
That's kind of the issue.
Right.
I think I could get you.
And so like hearing like this is a game that doesn't do that.
Well, point of no return, I guess. We.
Great, now I'm hurt and dirty. I'd steer clear of that Zoogle if I were you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay away from it.
That weak, huh?
Just for the time being. It's a fair choice to make. That one's gonna come alive. There we go.
Right, here goes!
Let the
You're
Larkin
mine!
handle this.
This time! I'll run you through!
Searing flame!
You're mine! Talon! You're on! Charge your cannon! Sword Rain Alpha!
Do it!
I'll run you...
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
No, I'm definitely getting more of a hang of the combat now.
That wasn't even a problem.
And what have we got here?
Oh, I saw that in a book once.
Just
Thanks,
in,
that was a lot.
just in time for new characters to be added and need to be learned.
Fuck you up, yeah.
Yeah.
Out of our way!
Here I come! Not today!
Let's give it a whirl!
Here I come! Swallow blade! Flaming throw! Quick escape!
See ya!
It's over!
Talent storm!
Take this! You're finished! Take this!
Here's a healing
But yeah, like I would say, like
Castle!
the thing with Titanfall 2 is like it takes this idea of what if a buddy cop was you and
If you're struggling.
a giant robot, and then you are made to weep about the giant robot.
Okay.
To which I said, God damn it, I can't believe it worked.
You also said you'd
much further now.
stooped to
The
downloading
exit will
Madden
take
to
us
get
straight
your
to
sports
Ciclovia.
fix.
Yes.
How's that been going?
Brooding again.
I'm mad. I'm mad that I did it.
We
It's
defeated
good.
Volscians
It's
and
a
liberated
good
Calabria
game.
from the
Yeah.
It's the problem.
Now, we're on our way to rescue our fellow Danans.
It's
in
like
Ciclovia.
I hate that I like this. What is wrong with me?
Committed to helping our people. You know that. But then, what happens after that? What's our end game here?
Good question.
I mean, again,
The
I
Danes
think I said it
vastly outnumber the
at
Romans,
the time
and
when
we
you
take
mentioned
up
it.
arms, because we know that when it comes to
EA is
firepower,
terrible, but
we don't stand a
their games are
chance.
generally fairly competent,
Even if you
and
succeed
they
in
won't cut
overthrowing
off
the lords
access
and
once the
freeing
game gets
Dana,
old enough, like
then
2K.
Lenegus would still hover over
God
us.
damn it, 2K.
Renan
Still
Mother was
very annoyed
behind
about
it.
that.
If they
Oh,
so desired,
game.
the Renans could potentially use their might to wipe us off the planet in a second, no matter how powerful that blazing sword of yours is.
Like, I mostly
you're saying
enjoyed
is we don't
myself
stand a
with, I think it was
chance.
2K20,
So what the heck are we even
and then when I think 2K22
There's no sense
came
in
out,
discarding today's
NBA
victory for
2K22
tomorrow's
came
loss.
out, like,
If fighting
I
means
just
even a
couldn't do
single
anything
day
other
of
than, I
freedom,
think, like,
it will all have been worth it in the end. Who knows? Maybe that's
like
the day
play
we make preparations for the
exhibition
battle
matches.
that will free us for good.
I'm like, that's not the
Speaking
reason I
pragmatically,
play those
the
games
fact
at
that Renans
all.
don't exterminate us all in spite of their technical advantage has to mean one thing. They need us. It's up to us to put a dent in their armor
I mean, you
before
know,
they cotton on to our
I'm just
plan.
glad I didn't actually
That
spend
way,
any money on
we
it. I
force
can't
them to the
imagine,
negotiating
like,
table.
how I'd feel if I
You want to
actually spent
negotiate
money
with
on
the
that game.
It's galling, I know, but it's the
You know,
only
if
way
I-
to
if I
survive
bought
while
it,
securing our freedom
you
at
know,
the same time.
At full price, and then suddenly a couple of years
But
later they
even
go,
so,
nah, you can't play it
we
anymore.
can't just...
If you lot
I
are
think
done
I
talking,
think
there's a lord
I
we came
kill
to
someone.
overthrow.
What about you, Shion? What do you plan on doing after we've given the lords the boot?
All I know is, my reasons for fighting aren't the same as yours. I'm through answering these pointless questions.
Wow, this really is a different climate.
So this is Ciclovia.
It's weird that they put the ice planet
We still got
next
away
to
from
the.
Next to the
Also,
fire
Zuko's
planet,
here are
yeah.
different than those in Calaglia, so be careful.
Got it. Sounds like we should make sure we stick close together as we keep moving.
Agreed. Hey, Shion!
It'll be hard for me to use my rifle in a pinch if we're all bunched together. I'll follow behind the rest of you.
Right. Makes sense.
What's up with her? She seems even more upfront than back in Calaglia.
In case you forgot, we're in enemy territory now. If you don't get serious and focus on the task at hand, you'll be inviting
Man, the
trouble.
glasses really work for this mood.
They do, huh?
Meanwhile,
Don't take it
Alphen's still in the
personally.
fucking rabbit
I
ears.
think that's just the way she is. Plus, you have to remember, with those thorns of hers, she's probably not used to anybody being all that friendly to her. The fact that you can't feel pain means you probably end up getting closer to her than she's used to.
You really think so?
We're talking about someone who came down to Dana all by herself. But you don't see her homesick for Lenegus at all, do you?
No.
That alone speaks volumes about how difficult her whole situation must be.
Yeah.
It's your job as her partner to understand.
And Zephyr's so wise, I
Give her the
can't wait to
support
have
she
him,
needs. You two are gonna be stuck together for a
psychoanalyze
while,
some of the newer
so
party
the
members.
sooner you make nice, the better.
Right?
Make nice.
I wonder what it'll make
Yep.
of Dohalim.
Now come on.
I really am so excited for Dolium and Zephyr to meet. They'll have such good philosophical
Don't go too far
conversations.
ahead.
Yeah.
You never know where Zoogles might be lurking.
Oh, we'll be fine. We've been able to handle them up until now.
Still, better that you hang back a bit.
No way. I'm the one who asked you to come here in the first place, remember?
Yeah, but if we lose you, we won't know where to go. Besides, it's old guys like me who should be sticking their necks out first.
But
We need you in order to get in contact with the Resistance in Cislodia. So stick close until we find them, okay?
okay. Thanks.
Now you've got me wondering. How'd you make it to Calaglia in the first place? I find it hard to imagine you didn't run into Zoogles along the way.
Are you good at hiding or something?
Yeah, that's it. I'm just really good at staying out of sight.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Still, you had to have been pretty lucky to have made it the whole way unscathed.
I mean, isn't the point that she didn't?
Lucky indeed.
Like, wasn't she really hurt when she came here? Like, came to Calaglia?
It's crazy to feel just how much the temperature has changed from crossing over a single peak.
Is it really that big of a difference?
Definitely. Calaglia was hot.
I can only tell from appearance, so... Achoo!
You might not be able to feel it, but it sure looks like your body responds to it just the same.
Seems like it. So if I sneeze, I guess that it's a sign that it's getting chilly.
They say that sneezing is often the first sign you're coming down with a cold, too. That's all the more reason you need to be careful with.
Ha-choo!
Was that also a sneeze?
I just bit my tongue, that's all.
No.
Baka.
It sounded a lot different from mine, but I could swear it was still...
It wasn't a sneeze, okay? Ha-choo!
Guess we both need to be careful out here in the cold.
Oh my god, how many are there?
Is it
No.
hard leaving Calaglia behind?
No. Actually, it's kind of a relief to be away from
Like,
there.
some of these are good, but
Really?
there are just so
What
many.
makes you say that?
Because it was getting to the point where every man, woman, and child would come up and talk to me like they knew me. I could barely find a moment to breathe, let alone relax.
Well, what you did was kind of a big deal, you know. You overthrew a Renin lord and burst open the gates of fire.
Yeah, but that was only because I had the blazing sword with me. We wouldn't have made it to Balsef without you.
Yeah,
and the
it's
Crimson
like you have a
Crows, Zephyr.
tactical nuke attached to your arm.
Maybe so. But you're still the one who took him out in the end. It's only natural for people to look up to those who protect them.
Zephyr just looks down at his
You're
right
a
arm.
hero to
Man,
those
I
people.
wish I had a tactical
I
nuke
never
strapped
asked
to my
be
arm.
one.
It would make my punches better.
Never asked to take the place of a lord in
Hey
people's
Zephyr,
eyes.
maybe
I don't
maybe
want
like your second half of the game, your Act 2 or Act 3 power-up will be a piston fist.
Yeah.
If that's how you really feel, then hold on to that. Listen to those thoughts when you feel lost and don't know what to do. If you can do that, you won't lose sight of who you are, or what the right path to take is.
The right path to take, huh?
Okay, there we go.
I'll take you all on! Take this! It's over! Slice! I'll run you through! Rain Alpha! Had it coming! You're mine! Tell it! It's over! Touch! Don't let them form a pack! Mirage! Slice! I'm on it! Sword Rain Alpha! Everything's coming up, Zephyr!
I've noticed the Zoogles here are a lot different from what we're used to back in Calaglia.
It's because this realm is so cold. I imagine they had to be adapted to fit the climate.
Meaning if we hit them with fire arts, it should be extra effective against them.
Well, that would certainly skip a lot of the journey, it seems. Yeah. It's still reasonably fun to explore, so...
Huh.
We might miss an
What could
owl.
this be?
Normally I don't pick on the weak. It's over! Don't go charging off like that! Mirage! Talon Storm! I'm not done! Cannon!
Do it!
Here I come! It's over! One final push! Right! Give them all we got!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart.
Pathetic!
Maybe you don't need to be so harsh on them, Zephyr. They are just animals.
Get lost!
Oh, the Alpha.
You're surrounded! Just stay calm! Strike! This one's all mine! Burn! You're mine! You're finished!
By the power
I'm on
of
it! I come! See ya! Great! On to the next!
Roger that.
Show me what you can do, kiddo!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Alright, let's turn our attention to the big one.
Tusk cannon! You're mine! Be still! Mirage! You're see ya! Swallow blade!
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Yeah, I doubt there's much that's, you know, around our level that's going to be able to cope with all three of us focusing on it.
Especially with Zephyr on your party.
Yeah.
He's so great.
What could this be?
For those of you playing at home,
Dispose of the
we're
trash.
doing this because Zephyr has all of the flags.
All of the very, very, very red death flags.
And as all of us have watched anime know,
Got flyers.
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours.
it's important to remember when we have death flags.
Yep.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished. With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
No, wrong button.
Weren't you guys just fighting?
Like, I wouldn't mind the Sunderayness if there was any consistency with it.
Swallow blade! Talon Storm! You're mine! You're finished!
Here I
Sword
go.
Rain Alpha!
Do it. This ends now.
consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say? Instant. Let the marksman handle this.
No escape! That is coming! It's over!
Do it.
But half the time they seem like they're like really close friends, and then the other half they're bitter enemies who are only working together towards a common goal.
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Would you like to warm up some?
Aren't there people in there?
You should let yourself unwind when you get the chance.
I guess there's no arguing with that.
Hey.
Hey!
Oh?
It looks like... Have you played Resident Evil?
I've not played it, but I've been watching playthroughs of it. Like, I don't think they're games I'd at all enjoy playing, but I do like actually, you know, going through the story.
Okay.
So
I bring that up because this guy just looks like the mysterious salesman in RE4.
yes, I've been watching Lanny play through the remake.
You see what I mean? You know what
Yeah.
I mean.
No, I absolutely do see what you mean, yeah.
Whoa!
That might be good. Cool.
Right.
Mm-hmm. What?
Hmm.
So much Foley must have been done to get those. Ha. Ha.
Yeah.
Just great.
All right.
Ooh, Zephyr's cooking for us.
Nice.
Right.
Right.
Eat the damn stuff or I'll throw it away. Fine.
I will admit, I will say I do like her bit of being eternally hungry.
Also, just that dead stare from Rinwell. Jesus.
That girl's seen some shit. That's the face of a girl who's seen some things and does not want to
I'd say
talk
so.
about it.
Yeah.
After all she ate.
I stopped before I was full, though.
What?
I don't think Alfred believes you, Shio.
Some more chicken. Anything else? No.
This isn't a spoiler,
Okay.
but I do laugh at the fact that you brought up like the fact that we're depleting an ecosystem here. Because one of the things at the end, like towards the mid end of the game, is like you find a farm and start ranching,
Oh boy.
which I thought was a good bit.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is probably a good place to stop. Seeing as we are
Okay.
right by a
Yeah.
campfire. So thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed us talking about, you know, books we've been reading, fan fiction, mostly all centered around the same general theme of people abusing power.
Weird. It's almost like that's a common. It's almost like that's a thing. Can't. Not gonna think too hard about that though.
No. In terms of future stuff, Saturday will be the Spring 2023 anime premiere stream. There's been some good stuff and some really, really bad stuff.
I'm so sorry.
One show, 3 minutes in, had a girl sexually assault the protagonist. Hooray!
Of course. Of course.
And it was implied later on that she's done it multiple times. Hooray! And it was mostly played for comedy. Yay!
I'm kind of glad I don't watch it anymore.
Yeah, I can't blame you for stopping.
It's really like, as time goes on, I feel more vindicated.
Yeah. You watch Owl House, right?
I watch is a strong term.
You keep up with it, though.
Yes.
Okay. Have you seen the time skip designs from the finale?
I need to like actually sit down and watch this.
I would
just because it's. I need to like understand the context, because I feel like it's important, and also I desperately need to see them.
I would honestly really recommend it. It is a good show, and it's so disappointing that fucking Disney, you know.
I mean, I have enough of the gist to be like, okay, I know what's happening.
Yeah.
It's just this last, I've like held off and seen any spoilers.
Okay.
For some reason, I've like, I wanted to hold off for a bit. Just because I'm excited. I want to hold on to the magic a little bit. You know?
Yeah. Well, as I said, I can't recommend it highly enough. It's...
Oh, it seems like a great time, honestly.
Honestly, to a certain extent, it is better than Gravity Falls. Just because... I don't know, Gravity Falls is sort of a show of its time, where there wasn't a lot of... Certainly with some characters, it felt like there wasn't a lot of, you know, continuity in terms of lessons learned.
Right.
Characters
I think, like,
characters made the
Gravity
same mistake
Falls crawled so that Amphibia could walk, so that Owl House could sprint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of the vibe I get.
And again, that's the thing. Owl House is so wonderfully, like, LGBTQ friendly.
Right.
I mean, Luce is canonically gender non-conforming, and oh boy, does it show in her final design.
I mean, even like the season 3 design, like with the beanie and all that, like that's very much like coded.
I mean, again, you know, a fucking Grom outfit that was, you know,
both a suit and a tutu, yes.
Yeah. Like, that was just perfect. They're just so in character.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I'd absolutely recommend watching it, especially considering they've uploaded all of Season 3 in one long video.
Oh, they have?
On YouTube, yeah. I'll probably watch it at some point, I'm sure. Just because it will be interesting to get that, you know, one after another experience. But at the same time, I'm also, like, hesitant because I know it's just going to make me sad, knowing what could have been.
But you gotta rip that Band-Aid off, my guy.
I know. And at least I've got fan fiction to fill the gap.
Right, and also, like, you know, the fact that this show got made at all.
Yeah. No.
Is kind of incredible.
No, I am absolutely just, you know, I am absolutely still glad that it even exists in the first place, but it does hurt sometimes, especially in Season 3, because there are moments where you'll get montages, and you just imagine if they'd been given a full Season 3, this would have been, like, an episode all of its own, rather than just, like, a couple of scenes in a montage.
We would have gotten a whole season of the kids on Earth having hijinks.
And I need that so much. I need it so much.
I think people would have eaten that to death.
Yeah.
Like, to an unhealthy amount.
But yeah, that's a topic for another day. I mean, if you manage to get caught up, Jack and I are absolutely planning on doing a podcast for Season 3 and basically a full series retrospective.
I mean, I'll be able to talk about it, at least from, like, the outside perspective.
Yeah. But not sure when that'll be. It'll be at some point, I'm sure. We just got to figure out a good time for it.
Right.
But in terms of stuff coming up, in the near future. Sunday, no D&D because you're away again.
Yes, I am going out of town.
Yep. So Jack and I will probably play Dragon Age Inquisition. Tuesday will probably be something same unless we figure out something else to do. Next Thursday, need to figure out something because I might not be available for that because I've been put on the clothes again.
Well, I was gonna say, like, if we have a weekend where it's like the three of us, we should do it. We should try and play King of the Castle.
Okay, yeah, we can definitely plan for that then.
At least one, like, just to give it a shot.
Yeah. All right, I will try and keep that in mind when we're like setting stuff up. And obviously, if we do get a weekend, you know, where D&D's off, but the three of us are free, then yeah, we can absolutely do something like that.
Or even like a Thursday.
Yeah. No, absolutely. But that's stuff to decide for the future. So once again, thank you everybody for watching. Please do give us a follow here on Twitch and on Twitter at Storytime_net. While, you know, Twitter still exists.
Almost in spite of a certain person at this point.
Yeah, but he honestly seems like a parody at this point.
It's incredible, honestly.
Like the whole Titter sign thing that he's removing the blue check marks on April 20th. Like,
also, PBS officially announced they're leaving Twitter too.
Shocker. I mean, basically the only reason I use it now is just to like fan art, but I guess I can go somewhere else for that. Maybe I'll go back. Maybe I'll go to DeviantArt.
Never have more curse words been uttered.
Oh, there are so many others I could have picked, but DeviantArt was the perfect one.
You really just went to, I'm gonna pick the most cursed option.
I mean, I could have said Instagram, could have said Tumblr, and even that wouldn't have been that bad.
But you really went for it. You just, wow.
Anyway,
excellent.
Once again, thank you for watching, and hopefully we will see you on Saturday for the Spring 2023 premiere stream. Good night.
Good night.